Hello all, welcome back to the next video in this series on Yang data modeling. In this video, we are going to start with the data types available in Yang. This will be part 1 covering data types. We will have subsequent parts to cover all the data types available in Yang. The structure of this video is going to be rather simple. I will briefly explain the different data types and how they can be classified. After that, I will explain two data types here, the number based data types and the string based data type. I will also cover the restrictions that can be imposed on these data types using Yang. Yang has certain native data types called as built-in types. Yang also allows customizations of these built-in types into what can be called as derived types. The built-in types can be classified under 5 different categories. The first type is based on numbers. We have unsigned integer for 4 different sizes and similarly signed integer for 4 different sizes. The choice of the data type will be based on the application for which a particular data node is defined. Further, there is a type called as decimal, which can be specifically used for handling fractional numbers. We will see more about it when we see the Yang definitions later. The next data type is based on characters. It is called a string. A string is any sequence of characters like a name or address or a description. Depending on the application, the data type can be used in a particular data node. The next category of built-in types can be called as bit level data types. These are data types that help defining data models, especially for networking, where bit level operations are useful. So the data types can help define every bit of a byte and associate a name with it and use it for a practical application. The penultimate category of built-in types can be called as a reference category. Under this, we have 3 different types, namely identity, instance, and leaf. As the name goes, this built-in type is used to refer another node in the data model where the reference of an identity, instance, or leaf is required and can be used to build dependencies in the data model. The final category is called the special category built-in types. There are 3 types under this category, namely enumeration, empty type, and a union type. So that covers all the categories of built-in types that are available in Yang. You will be able to understand the use and application of each of these types when I will give real examples and define them in a sample data model later in this video or the next video. We will also see examples of how to customize these built-in types and define derived types, which will be a subset of the values represented by the built-in type. Let us begin with the numerical types and their associated restrictions. As stated earlier, there are different sizes of integers available for use: 8, 16, 32, and 64 bits. Further, they are classified as signed and unsigned. Depending on the bit size, the total range depends on the 2 power value of these 2 power 8, 16, 32, and 64. However, when defining a derived type, as it is done here, you see there is a derived type called as my number type 1, wherein the unsigned int 32 has been used, but the range has been restricted to be from 20 to 40 and then from 100 to 200. We then have a similar derived type, which is a signed integer, where you have one range in the negative type and another range in the positive type. So in summary, the restriction that can be applied on the signed and unsigned integer is the range, and this range choice is based on the application for which a particular data node is going to use this derived type. To deal with fractional numbers, the decimal 64 data type is available. Per Yang, the decimal 64 data type is expressible as I multiplied by 10 to the power of minus n, where I is an integer of 64 bits and n is an integer from 1 to 18. So this leaves us with a range of minus 2 power 63 to plus 2 power 63 minus 1 for I. And to decide the number of decimal points that can exist in a value, the n comes into play. So when it is 10 power minus 1, there is one decimal point. When n is 10 power minus 18, there are 18 digits after the decimal points available. So this gives a good range and flexibility to choose the number of decimal points and the accuracy that is required for a particular type based on the application. The example you see here is straightforward, where I want to use a derived type for Fahrenheit, and here I have chosen to display the temperature as a fraction of 2, and I am restricting the range to 32 to 212 degree Fahrenheit, which invert would translate to 0 to 100 degrees in Celsius. So what it means is the total range is now 32.00 to 212.00. The string type can be limited by length and the type of characters allowed in a data node as restriction. The limitation of the length is achieved by a Yang statement called as length, and the pattern matching is achieved by a statement called as pattern. This pattern matching is achieved by defining regular expressions. You can whitelist and blacklist character sequences. The blacklisting is achieved by a statement called as invert match. So when invert match option is present, it means that the specified pattern must not be available in the input for it to be accepted. Let us understand with a simple example. Here I have defined a simple file name type derived type based on the built-in type string. There is a whitelisting pattern and a blacklisting pattern that has been defined. So the file name can begin with alphabets, but it cannot begin with a hyphen. So as you see in the examples below, whatever matches the whitelist will be accepted, and the one which is not matching the whitelist and part of the blacklist is rejected. When a leaf uses this derived type, it can further customize this restriction. Here as you can see, there is a leaf called a special file name where all the restrictions in the derived type my file name type apply, and also the new restriction of the length having to be from 10 to 20 is also imposed. So after this refinement, you will see that anything that is not in the length of 10 to 20 will also be rejected, in addition to what will be rejected because it is on the blacklist. Let us now see a small practical example of how to define these derived types and an error that will be caught by Yang if a mistake is made. As you can see here, I have defined a derived type, which is my number type 1, which is of an unsigned int 32, and I have given the range as 20 to 40. Now, I am defining a leaf which is called as custom leaf, where I am using this derived type. Let us see what happens when this is compiled by PM. As you can see, an error is thrown stating the value 10 does not match its base type defined in line number 6. Meaning, if you take a closer look, the base type says the range is from 20 to 40, whereas in the leaf, while customizing, you try to put a value which is out of this range. This sort of an error will automatically be caught by PM. The relationship is hierarchical, meaning the child cannot overrule what the parent says. If the base type says the allowed range is 20 to 40, the child type can only further restrict it and not increase the range. What is possible is I can restrict this range further as 25 to 35, meaning the custom leaf can accept values 25 to 35, which is well within the broader range of 20 to 40, which is the data type of this leaf. So this is an important point to note, that because Yang allows the hierarchy relationship, it must always be taken care that the child is not contradicting the parent in any way. With that, we come to the end of this session. In the next video, I will focus on the remaining Yang data types. I will also include demos like the one which I showed here. Looking forward to seeing you back. Bye-bye.